Good morning, everybody. November 19th. We are here live in a coffee shop in Petersburg, Virginia, which happens to be where CMA Automotive started. We're shooting a More Than Cars episode, but first, we have a little news to talk about today. We got the bounce. We got the bounce.
We couldn't even hear it. We got no ears in.
I know. It's the timing, folks. I heard that when you sign up for our new AI email newsletter, Autoindustry.ai, that there is a GIF of you and me dancing that was generated in AI shooting confetti out of our fingers.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's this is the world we're living in, fam. This is the world we're living in.
Oh, well, look, if you want to see that GIF, which I think we need to post on social after a few more days, but go to Autoindustry.ai. It's our new AI newsletter put together by the Asotu team. We have a bunch of great contributors like Steve Greenfield, Todd Caputo, Zach Hendricks, Ben Hadley. Kyle and I are writing articles for this publication, helping you stay ahead with all this AI stuff that's flying around. If you don't know how to make sense of it, check out the newsletter. We'll baby step you into it. And if you've been a user for a while, we're also going to give you some stuff that might take you to the next level. So we're trying to put a little something for everyone.
The thing I love about it most is we're every week. Right now, it's a weekly email, and then there's articles written all week. But there's a prompt of the week. And it's really, really unique way to think about prompting Gemini or Claude or GPT to get you something. And like thinking about the way that you do that, because we've used it so much, there's prompt engineering that happens, right?
And because I think a lot of people they're often like disappointed with their results. Like, it's okay. It's not that good, right? That's the biggest mistake, to just put like simple questions in. And then you're like, it's not that great. We're going to help you figure out how to get great results from GPT. But first, we have to talk about a few things.
We got to get in a few things.
We have a webinar coming up on Friday.
With our friends at CarCutter. Daniel, he's a G. He's a good dude. He's a G. Brian Free, also the former VP of Digital Marketing at AutoNation, will be with us, just talking about like how to get success out of your digital merchandising. So
it sounds like somebody who's done something before in digital marketing. I've heard of AutoNation. Have you? Yeah. Let's get into some news. So the October Cars Commerce Industry Insights Report. This is kind of a new report, right? It's been out for like a few times now. Really great data because it's first-party data revealing that the new vehicle supply is way up while demand has seen only a small increase. New car demand is up only 2%, while new vehicle supply is up a staggering 26.4% year over year. New car days live on the site is also up 37%. Let's go point by point.
Yeah, I mean, here's the first thing that happened was we had low inventory, and all the industry said, I don't think it's coming back, and Stellantis said, hold my beer.
We didn't say that.
Did I say that?
We never said that.
No, I mean, that's a stark difference. I was surprised at the variance between the demand at 2% and the vehicle supply, because we've been hearing a lot, just like anecdotally, that there's still a lot of demand in the market that's left over, but it seems that demand is moving to the used car side of things. To have inventory, days on market be up 37% just means holding costs are a bit more, floor plan costs are a bit more. We've already seen reports in Q3 of extremely high incentives and rebates across manufacturers. So I don't think something that's going to slow down anytime soon.
No.
Outside of the fact that you are seeing some of these manufacturers put pauses on some of their plants to try and get a hold of the inventory situation.
Some other points year over year, new EV supply is up. Get this, 35%, which makes the production shutdowns that we're hearing about make a lot of sense. Used car inventory below $20,000 is the only price category growing year over year.
And
still below, still below 2021. But it's good to see that sub 20,000 because affordability has been the conversation. And people are saying, is that even ever going to come back? Well, apparently, according to Cars data on their site, Cars Commerce data, it is.
Yeah, and I remember talking to the Cars team last year at NADA, actually, and they said that it was a growing search volume, right? So we're starting to see the vehicles meet the search intent.
Yeah, that's good. Last point, used EVs. I mean, there's a lot more points in this. We pulled out some highlights. Used EVs, get this. Used EVs, 5.5 times more searches than new EVs on the platform. The average list price of a used EV is down over 9% year over year, and searches are up 36%. So everyone's looking for used EVs.
Get yourself some used EVs on your lot.
That's really, really surprising.
Right there.
It is. Speaking of EVs,
Segway.
Yeah, we nailed it. Let's go. BYD, Chinese automaker, is marking a major milestone as the first automaker to produce, get this, 10 million new energy vehicles. If you remember, new energy vehicles are plug-in hybrids, full EVs. The EV leader riding a wave of growth, expanding globally. Key points including they've reached 10 million NEVs just 3 years after producing their first million.
That's some serious
3 years
production.
ago, they were like, we made 1 million. Now they're all the way up to 10, not 10 million a year, but 10 million aggregate.
Right.
October sales, they sold over 500,000 in October, marking the 5th consecutive record month. Basically, they're gaining on all the global giants like Nissan and Honda. They're actually closing in on Ford at this point. And they are expanding globally. New plants in Thailand, Hungary, Brazil, Pakistan, Turkey, Mexico. Their EVP, Zhui, says the company is scaling fast, hiring 200,000 employees recently to meet the surge of demand.
Can you imagine hiring 200,000 people? That just blew my mind.
That's a lot of people.
I don't even want to know.
Globally. Try that HR department.
No, I'm out. At MRC, I was there, and Mike Stanton was there. And actually, 3 weeks ago, we were with him here in Virginia at the CMA's 100th anniversary. And he was saying, hey, I'm about to go ahead to China. I can't wait to tell you the results of what's going on. And in his talk,
he told you the results of what's going on.
Yeah. And then in his talk and everything, and then afterwards, he was just like, hey, look, these Chinese manufacturers, they're no joke. And not just the manufacturing, it's the actual vehicle quality is standing head and shoulders above manufacturing across the world.
Price point, right?
For the price
get
point.
A lot
like
more
a $15,000 car feels and looks like a $30,000 car. The $30,000 car feels and looks like an $80,000 car.
Wow.
He said it is premium luxury. The technology available in these things, because the government subsidies there and the incentive to purchase, is just driving this. And we're seeing the results with BYD, not just in China, but also internationally at this point.
All right. So, I mean, look, it's a conversation everybody's having. I'm sure we'll be having a lot more at NADA. Just something to pay attention to. We're all paying attention. Apparently, Mike's paying attention too, which is great to have him out there leading the charge. I want to thank him for doing that. Last but not least.
This is a little fun one, but it looks like turkeys won't be the only ones trying to get on a flight this holiday season and get out of Dodge. Thanksgiving weekend is set to be one of the busiest travel weekends in history. I
feel like they say that every year.
Every single year. Yeah, something like that, except for like 1 year. I don't know, a few years ago. Remember that year? AAA predicts that 79.9 million travelers, a 1.7 million increase from 2023, will be traveling. 71.7 million will travel by car. Airlines anticipate a surge with 31 million passengers projected, a 2 million increase.
Oh my gosh.
Last year. Obviously all of the major airlines are saying, hey, look, we're already pacing based on ticket sales, record passenger numbers. Stacey Barber, vice president of AAA Travel, said Thanksgiving is the busiest holiday for travel, and this year we're expecting to set new records across the board, from driving to flying to cruising even. Everybody's getting out of there.
Man. No thanks. I'm out on the cruise.
No,
just saying. So gas is cheap right now.
Right.
71 million people on the road.
Yep.
Right. That is a big percentage of the country.
Yeah. And they said that there's a good chance actually gas will dip over the next 2 weeks, getting on an average across the country over $3, which will be bananas.
Well, you mean under $3?
Under $3.
Under $3. Yeah. So look, I think we're going to pray for good weather.
Right.
And this is the part of the year where dealers and their marketing departments lean in. If 71 million people are going to be on the road, right, this week and the beginning of next week.
Service.
Really, absolutely. It's like, how can we make sure you're ready for your road trip?
That's right.
Maybe throw in a couple of Thanksgiving Day type perks, some food, some apple pies.
Ooh, great time little warm apple pies.
Give away apple pie in the showroom in the service bay. But look, people are going to be on the road. Time to lean into it. We're going to hope for good weather, and I think it's just a great time to enjoy the season where people are feeling good. They're ready to travel, and they travel places in cars. So I don't think we can lose in this one.
Can't lose.
All right, let's wrap it up. We're here in Petersburg, Virginia. We're shooting another episode of More Than Cars Season 2. We're going to shoot another one in 2 weeks. Go to morethancars.tv and check them all out. We'll see you here tomorrow.